Yes, and it's a huge stretch for your feet. It might actually become kind of excruciating. If it does become excruciating, you can lift up to kneel standing, but do your best to sort of stay there and really stretch out the bottoms of your feet. There you go. Nice deep breaths here. Might be starting to get a little bit uncomfortable here. Just stay with it for 3. Breathing into it for 2. And then 1. Place your hands in front of you again. Release your toes and start to tap, 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 tap your feet. Tap, tap. And then from there, curl your toes under again and lift your hips up to a downward facing dog. Pedaling your feet out side to side. Let your head drop down between your shoulders. I'm going to lift up so that you can hear me speak. There you go. Spread your fingers wide like starfish. Anchor your heels down towards the ground and pedal the feet out side to side. If your shoulders are feeling tight or fatigued, then walk your feet out quite a bit wider. If it's feeling pretty easy and you want to increase the stretch, then reach your heels down towards the ground and maybe eventually start to wiggle your toes. If you bend your knees a lot, it's going to take some pressure off of the hamstrings and start to really open up your back muscles. Nice. And then slowly over time, you'll find that they straighten out a little bit. First, downward dog is the practice, usually the most challenging one. And then from there, go ahead and walk your hands back towards your feet so that you're in a forward fold. Bend your knees. Let your head drop. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow and bend your knees as much as you want. Shake your head out, yes and no. You stay there. I'm again going to come up just so that you can hear me speaking a little bit better. Yeah, let your head completely drop. Feet are hip distance apart. You can sway a little bit side to side. Shake your head out, yes. Shake your head out, no. Open and close your mouth a few times, releasing tension in the jaw. Yeah, you got it. And then from there, put a bend in your right knee, release the right hand to the ground and lift your left arm to the sky. Forward fold with a reach up of your left arm. Look up towards your left fingertips and keep your head heavy. Roll around to your left wrist a little bit. Exhale, let's switch sides. Put a bend in the left knee, reach your right arm to the sky. Let your head drop down. Heavy head, rolling out through the right wrist this time. And then exhale, releasing both hands down to the ground. Bring your feet all the way together like you have one big foot. And then bend your knees and slower than you'd rather go. Start to slowly stack the spine, one vertebrae at a time. Last thing to come up is your head. Eyes are closed. And then at the top, roll your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. And again, forward, up, back, and down. One more time, forward, up, back, and down. Palms face slightly forward. Drop your shoulders down your back. Lower your left ear towards your left shoulder. And then release and switch sides. Right ear towards the right shoulder. And then bring your chin parallel to the ground. Inhale, both arms rise up. You can blink your eyes open. Exhale, drop the left hand towards your thigh. I'm mirroring you. And reach up and over towards your left. Nice. Inhale, bring both arms back up. Exhale, we'll switch sides. Taking the right fingertips down your thigh, maybe towards your knee. Your gaze can be down, forward, or up. Inhale, bring it back up. And then exhale, take a vertical twist towards your left. Inhale, bring both arms back up to the sky. Exhale, swing the right arm behind you to take a twist towards your right. Inhale, both arms lift to the sky. Exhale, take a back bend, elbows pull down, look to the ceiling, open your sternum to the sky. Inhale, both arms up. We're going to repeat that. Left arm goes down your thigh, side bend stretch. Maybe this time make more of that crescent moon shape. Send your hips to the right. Inhale, lift. Other side, lower the right hand down your thigh towards your knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a twist towards the left. Try to take up more space with everything we do. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, swing the right arm back, twist towards the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a back bend, look to the sky. Inhale, lift. One more time. This time, maybe capture your right wrist as you take a side bend stretch to your left. Yeah. Inhale, lift. If that's too much, just drop the hand down your thigh. Side bend stretch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, vertical twist to your left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, vertical twist to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, take a back bend. Inhale, lift. And exhale, thumbs to your heart space. Call this mountain pose. Close your eyes once again and try to concentrate your weight on your feet equally forward, equally back, equally side, and equally side. Spine is neutral. Just feel the energy that we've started to move around, flowing through your body. Going to widen our stance just a little bit, maybe hip distance or a tiny bit wider. Take your hands down by your sides. This is another little energy practice. This is taken from a yoga that's called Kundalini Yoga. It's about moving the energy through the spine. So it's a nice dancer warm up as well. So start to just sway your arms like seaweed and just do little twists. Feels kind of good to close your eyes with this one as well. Make sure that you don't have anything around you that you might swat with your arms. Feel free to keep the seaweed of your fingertips low towards the ground here. Bend the knees to facilitate more twist. And if you'd like to move that vibration higher up towards your chest, you can take hands to the shoulder caps and start to twist a little more vigorously. Feeling the twist move out towards your heart space. Again, eyes can close. All of these warm-ups you can take with you to prepare for competitions or dancing, or just when you wake up in the morning. Keep breathing through it. And then if you're doing that more vigorous twist, start to bring the seaweed back down towards the ground and slow it down. That's it. Nice. And then we'll widen our stance even more. From here, sunflowers. Turn your toes slightly out, heels slightly in. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing your arms towards the ground and squat down. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, bring it down. Again, take up as much space as you possibly can. With yoga, it really doesn't matter how it looks, it's how it feels. We're playing with our energy lines here. Spread it out beyond your fingertips. Grow roots into the ground. Nice. Now, if you want to play with it, make it a little bit challenging. We'll take a sunflower and then shift to your left foot and balance. And then swing down. Take one for nothing. Inhale, lift. And then swing it back down again. And then shift to the right. Balance. Do that again. One for nothing. Drop it down. Inhale, lift. Drop it down again. And we're taking one more each side. If you fall a little bit, that's great. And then drop it down. Inhale, lift. Swing it down and shift again. Finding that challenging balance in a diagonal. Inhale, lift. One more sunflower. Sweep it down. Inhale, lift. Drop. And then arms out to the side. Kick your heels out. So now your feet are totally parallel to one another. Flip your palms up to the sky. Exhale, long spine reaches forward. And then forward fold. Pulling into the stretch. Shift the weight forward to the balls of your feet if you can. Same thing we did earlier. Take opposite hand to opposite elbow and sway it out side to side. Switch the grip of the elbows. Swing it out. So keep your neck really relaxed. I'm doing a little lift just again so we don't ruin our audio. And then release your hands down to the ground. Take right arm and anchor it down into the ground. Put a little bend in the left knee and reach your, or in the right knee rather, and lift your left arm to the sky. Now straighten the right leg if you want. And switch. Put a little bend in the left knee. Bend, place the left hand on the ground. Right arm lifts to the sky. Straighten the left. Bring it down. Now do that again. Maybe both legs straight. Twist. Left arm up. And switch. Right arm up. Exhale. Bring both arms down. And then just fold into this wide-legged forward bend. Take hold of your ankles or your heels. Or if you want to, you can take hands to the lower back and interlace your hands down to the webbing and take a chest expansion. Let your head relax down towards the ground. Stay there and breathe. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2, rooting your feet into the ground. Release your arm variations. Take arms back out to the side like airplane wings. Inhale, lift up all the way to stand. Yes. Good, and then remember, I'm mirroring you again. Let's take the right toes out, left toes in. Warrior 2 is next. Bend your right knee a lot. Gaze out past your right fingertips. Good. Nice, eventually going for a 90-degree bend. Form is looking awesome, everyone. I can really see you. It looks great. Flip your palms up to the sky. Work your thumbs to the wall behind you slightly. Inhale, palms touch. Keep your legs the same. Exhale, warrior 2 and hold. Now we're going to switch sides. Rotate the right toes in. And then take the left toes out. Other side, warrior 2. Anchor down. Ground down into your right heel, so much so that you feel your glute activate. And then anchor down. Stay long through the torso. Find space between your vertebrae. Flip palms up to the sky. Work your thumbs to the wall behind you. Inhale, palms touch. Exhale, press it back down. Warrior 2. We're switching again. Rotate. Left toes in, right toes out. Warrior 2, other side. This helps us with our promenade, right? Gazing past your fingertips. Inhale, rotate, right toes in, left toes out. One more time each side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop it down right. Inhale, lift. Shoulders and hips are stacked. And rotate. Warrior 2, left. Good. Inhale, lift it. And take a giant step, feet together. Exhale, mountain pose. Nice. From here, take your hands behind you. Interlace the hands. We call this chest expansion. If your hands do not like to connect there, you can take any piece of fabric and connect it. Otherwise, interlace the hands, lift your chest, bend your knees, and drape your belly over the thighs. Forward fold with chest expansion. Again, if your shoulders are tight, use a piece of fabric or a pillowcase to connect the hands. Otherwise, if you're really loose here, bring the palms together. Release hands down to the lower back, then the floor, and then come up into a chair pose. Basically a squat with your feet together. Squeeze ankles and toes together. Drop your shoulders down your back. Palms face each other. Option to lift the arms up. If that's bothersome for your neck, bring them back down to parallel to the floor. Yes, stay here. Sink your hips down and back. So from the side, this looks like a lightning bolt. Some people call this lightning bolts. Nice. Inhale, let's stand up. Interlace your hands behind you. Again, chest expansion, look up. Exhale, forward fold. A little bit of a pattern. Inhale, drop your hips, sink into your lightning bolts or chair pose. Exhale, stand up. Interlace the hands, chest expansion. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, and hold. Nice. My shoulders are kind of liking the reach forward today. You reach up if you can. Stay here for 3. Drop the weight back and down so you feel your glutes engaged. Stay here for 2. Gonna move on to our sun salutations on 1. Thumbs to the heart space, forward fold. Inhale, take a halfway lift. Look forward and elongate your spine like you're a turtle coming out of the shell. Plant your hands and step back into a plank position. Hopefully you can still see me. Feel free to lower your knees here. Bend your elbows and lower down onto your belly. Come into a baby cobra and lift your chest. Lift your hands for a moment and feel your back strength work. Your toes are relaxed. Plant your hands and lift back up into the modified plank on your knees. Exhale, downward dog, lift your hips. We're gonna do that again. This time the option to keep your knees up. Inhale, high plank position. Exhale, lower down into that chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lifting your chest and look up. Exhale, downward facing dog. Yes. So those are meant to make us warm and strong. You can eliminate them or modify them as much as you need. Let's take the right toes to the sky, three-legged dog. Flex your foot and take little pulses to the sky with your heel for 4, 3, 2, 1. Step the right foot between your hands. Coming into a baby crescent lunge. Lower the left knee to the ground, arms lift. Yes. From here, bend your left elbow. Take your right hand atop the elbow. Keep your chin parallel to the floor and take a side bend stretch to your right. Yeah. Inhale, lift it back up. Lift up and out of your hips. Exhale, half split. Flex the right toes toward your face. Bring your forehead towards the knee. Your knee can be as bent as you need to in this position. Pull even the pinky toe side of the foot towards your face. Let your head relax. Again, I have a little bit of tone in my neck always just so that my audio doesn't get crushed. You get to go ahead and totally relax your head. Shift it back into a baby crescent lunge again. Hands on the ground though. This time, curl your back toes under. Straighten and bend the back knee a few times. So we're straightening the left knee and bending, and then straighten it again and bend. Now straighten and hold. The back knee is straight. Press into your hands and lift the right toes to the sky again, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, flex your foot, feel your glute engage as you push into it. Now straighten the right leg, step it through, keep your hands on the ground. Straighten the front leg any amount and let your head drop. This is a wide-legged pyramid position. Another big hamstring stretch. Little big stretch for the hammies. If your back needs to warm up more, keep more of a bend in the front knee without apologies. From here, keep a little bend in the front knee. Lengthen your spine as much as you can. Engage your belly to your spine as you inhale and lift your body. Left arm lifts you up. Right arm lifts you up. It's a reverse triangle. Now we're diving back into it. Cartwheel the hands back into that wide-legged pyramid, forehead to the knee. Doing that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, forehead to the knee. Again, inhale, lift. And exhale, forehead to the knee. Stay here. Keep the back heel on the ground. Lift up into warrior 1. Arms lift to the sky. Your front knee is bent. I'm going to give you the side view. Yes, I actually see some of you doing the side view. It looks great. Your back heel is pushing into the ground. Both hips are reaching forward. Arms lift. You got it. Inhale. Exhale. Take a little bit of a side bend. Capture your left wrist. Side bend stretch to your right. Inhale, lift it up. Nice. Exhale, sweep the arms behind you. Chest expansion, arms again. Interlace the hands, look up to the sky. Exhale, humble warrior. Bring your forehead down towards the ground. Graze the inner thigh with your right shoulder. Stay here, big stretch. Keep ripping the mat or the carpet underneath you apart. Ground it into the ground a ton. Inhale, lift back up to warrior 1, releasing the arms. Now exhale, warrior 2. We've been here before. Gaze down, see the big toe on the right, but none of the baby toes. That's your knee alignment. Inhale, reverse warrior. Let the left arm wrap behind your lower back and lift the right arm to the sky. Now exhale, side angle. Bring the right forearm to the thigh. Left arm lifts to the sky. Again, I'll shift to show you the side view. There you go. Nice. So we call this side angle because eventually you make a total angle from your wrist down to your heel. Your fingertips can come down to the ground if you want. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. Reverse triangle on 1. Anchor down into the ground. Both legs straighten, look up to the sky. Exhale, full triangle. Shift your rib cage towards the wall in front of you. Right arm down, left arm lifts to the sky. Nice, lots of options here in triangle. Your front hip point is turned down a little bit. Your shoulders are stacked. Your left arm can sweep behind your back. You can reach your arm towards whatever's in front of you or forward here. Yeah. Takes a lot of core strength to take those variations. Yes. Again, find space between the vertebrae. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. Release your arm variations on 1. Inhale, reverse triangle, lift up. Exhale, cartwheel the hands either side of the front leg, bend the knee. Now lift your left leg and let your head drop. Standing splits. Now if this looks like your knees are bent, that's fine. Let your head drop. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. And if you can, without letting the left toes touch the floor, we're going to lift up to balance into tree pose. Take the left foot, connect it to your ankle, maybe your calf or your inner thigh. Yeah, anchor down into the floor. Lift up nice and tall. Try to find a sense of relaxation and groundedness here. Here you go. Your balance feels super easy, and all of you, the balance looks really solid, which is awesome. If that's the case, though, don't be afraid to maybe close your eyes or look up. Make it feel a little shaky and feel the muscles in the bottoms of your feet really wake up. Yes. In yoga, we build orthotics from our feet up. Yeah. Nice. And then from there, set the foot down, little reset. You need to step the feet out a little bit, go for it. Yeah. And we've got the other side. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Long spine. Inhale, half lift, look forward like a turtle coming out of its shell. Exhale, plant the palms. Move through your vinyasa or find down dog, chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward dog. Yes, exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Lifting this time, the left toes to the sky or left heel to the sky. Start to pulse your heel up to the sky. A little bit of glute strengthening this way. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step the left foot between your hands. Coming into a baby crescent lunge, set the left knee on the ground, arms reach to the sky. Yes. Pull your right hip forward and your left hip back and rise out of your hips. Rise out of your waist. Take the right elbow, bend it. Left hand gently rest on the elbow, side bend stretch to your left. Yeah. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, take a little twist to your left. Inhale, lift both arms back up. Exhale, half split. Flex the left toes toward your face. Let your head fall towards the knee. Once again, having a generous bend in the knee is perfectly acceptable. Pull the big toe and the pinky toe towards your face equally. And again, you can let your spine drop in this one, a little bit of forward flexion. I have a little lift again, just so that you can hear me properly. Nice deep breaths here. See that you can breathe through your nose if possible. Our nervous system tends to calm when we breathe through the nose. Breathing through the nose is also excellent when we're on the dance floor. Keeps us calm. Go ahead and place the toes gently back on the ground. Hands frame the front foot. Curl the back toes under again and do a couple straighten bends through the back knee. Straighten it all the way out. Feeling the hip flexor really lengthen. You can do some shifts forward and back as you stay straightened and then bend the knee back down. Straighten again and bend it. And then this time hold it straight. Keep your shoulders relaxed down your back and then lift the right toe or the left toes rather to the sky again. Three-legged dog. Lift it up. Now bend the knee, flex the foot. Feel the left glute engage. Straighten the left leg. And then step it through. Keep your hands either side of the front leg and straighten the front knee any amount. Let your forehead relax towards the knee again. This is wide-legged pyramid again. Breathe into it. Hamstring stretch number 100 or so at this point. Hopefully starting to feel some length coming into the hamstrings here. Put a little bend in the front knee if you don't have that going already. Anchor down through both feet and lengthen the spine, engaging your core. Circle the arms up, reverse triangle. And then exhale, melt it back down into that wide-legged pyramid. Once again, cartwheel the hands up, reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel it down, wide-legged pyramid. Inhale, reverse triangle again. Exhale, hold your wide-legged pyramid. Hands frame the front foot. Put a deep bend in the front knee. Keep the back heel anchored so much that you feel the back glute really engaged. So your left glute or your right glute engages. Arms lift, warrior one. Nice. Again, dig into the floor and activate with your base into the ground. Enough that you feel like you're pulling the floor apart with your strong roots. Take hold of the right wrist, side bend stretch towards your left. Yeah. Inhale, lift it back up. Exhale, bring the hands around you. Interlace the hands once again for that chest expansion, arm variation. Look up to the sky. Exhale, fold into humble warrior. Graze the inside of your knee with your shoulder. Let the head drop. Stay here for 3. Try to avoid letting the right arch collapse. Stay here for 2. Inhale, back to warrior one on 1. Arms lift back up. Stay anchored in the back heel. Exhale, warrior 2. Just rotating in the back hip. Yes. Beautiful, yogis. Inhale, shift the ribs towards me. Exhale, reverse warrior. Stay anchored down in that front knee, bent a lot. Opening up the side ribs, breathing into the side ribs. Exhale, side angle, forearm to the thigh or fingertips to the floor. Yeah, stay there. Again, I'm going to give you that side view just for visual learners. Nice, so you're here or you're here. Stay there for 3. Core stays strong for 2. Inhale, reverse triangle on 1. Dig into the floor, arms lift. Stretch the side of your body as much as it's ever been stretched. Exhale, full triangle. Shift the ribs. Left arm down, right arm high. And again, find a lot of length in your torso. You can wrap the right arm behind your back. Reach the arm towards in front of you or in front of you, I guess above you. Nice. Do the one that feels best to you. Feel the core strength for 3. Stay here for 2. Gaze can go up to the side or down. Gently release your arm variation. Inhale, lift back into reverse triangle. Exhale, cartwheel the hands either side of the left leg. Bend the knee and lift up into standing split. Let your head drop. Stay there. I know this is a challenging position. Hamstring stretch number 120, I think, at this point. Let the head drop. If anyone wants to make this one more challenging, they can capture their standing ankle, bend the standing knee, and come up into tree pose, connecting your foot to your ankle or towards your calf, or lifting it up towards your thigh. Just try to avoid placing the foot right on your knee. Yes. Again, find stability first. And if you're working on foot care here, just really feel how the weight is being distributed across your foot. Feel the arch lifting. Nice. There you go, yogis. Wow, you guys look really strong and stable in this position. I'm going to encourage you to do something that makes it harder. Close your eyes, lift your gaze, turn your gaze side to side. Make it so your foot muscles start to wake up a lot. Yeah. There you go. That's it. Gently release it. Fantastic. Inhale, arms rise overhead. Exhale, sink into your chair pose again, dropping hips down. Good. This time, take your arms back behind you. Triceps engage. Lift your hands higher than your butt. Yes, so the back of the arm muscles are really working. Your shoulders are driving down your back and your back muscles are also working. We're gonna do a little bit more balancing. This time, lift your left knee and balance. Exhale, figure four. Place the left ankle over your thigh and drop into a single-legged squat. Yes. There you go. So send the hips down and back. You're still making that lightning bolt position with your body. If anyone wants to take this a little deeper, they can bring their whole body forward enough that their elbows are sort of resting like a shelf. Or if you want to, you can twist, resting the elbow on the arch of the foot. Stay here for 3. Stay here for 2. Lots of edges here. Maybe it's the hip stretch, maybe it's the balance, maybe it's the squat. Inhale, release your variations and lift up. Without setting the foot down if you can, take hold of the inside of the arch of the foot. Point your knee straight down. Your arm reaches forward and up. This is dancer pose. If you're feeling a really good quad stretch here and it feels great, you stay. Otherwise, kick and reach and kick. Yeah. Keep the inner thighs engaged towards each other. Stay here for 3. Keep the back body really working. Your lower body and upper body are working equally for 2. Inhale, lift up. Arms rise. Exhale, thumbs to your heart space. Close your eyes. Take a moment. Good. Breathe. Feel whatever came up for you with that. Really common in our balance positions to feel emotions rise. Things get a little shaky. Just watch how your body, how your mind reacts. Inhale, arms rise up. Exhale, chair pose. Again, arms reach behind you. Work your triceps. Stay here. I'm going to do just a little bit of arm strengthening. So just little pulses up with your arms for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Draw the shoulders down your back as much as you possibly can. Belly pulls in for 4, for 3, for 2. Just hold. Inhale, lifting the right knee up. Single-legged Tadasana. Exhale, figure 4, ankle to the thigh, thumbs to your heart space. There you go. Try to avoid letting the hip drop. Keep it even. From what I can see, it looks like that's really happening for you. That's awesome. Feel free to stay here. If you want to take it deeper, you can. Maybe the twist, elbow to the arch of the foot. Super common to find that one side might feel different than the other. More difficult. Whoa, and that goes for balancing, stretching, what have you. Stay there for 2. Inhale, still balance, single-legged Tadasana. Take the elbow to your waist, capture the inside of the shoelace. Yes, stay here if it feels really good. Your front of the thigh is saying, oh, this is a big stretch. You stay. Otherwise, reach and kick and reach. Yeah. Keep the inner thighs engaging towards each other in whatever option you've chosen. Stay here for 3, here for 2, and 1. Lift it up. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Yes. Bend your knees and lift up your heels. Knees are together. You're in a little ball shape. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Nice. Just a little bit of conditioning work coming up. Not too long. I'm going to give you the side view because I think that that'll work better. From here, plant your hands. Step the feet back to your plank position. All right. So from here, come onto your forearm. Drop it down. Bring your right forearm parallel to the front of the mat. Left arm lifts to the sky. Side plank. If Feel free to lower your back knee to the ground if you'd like. From here, thread the left arm underneath you 3 times. Inhale, lift. Keep the hips lifted 2 more times. Carve it underneath. Inhale, lift. Quality over quantity. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Stay here for 3. Stack the feet, stack the hips for 2. Bring it back to forearm plank on 1. Stay here for 3. Draw the belly in for 2. Rotate your heels to the left. Lift the right arm to the sky. Your front forearm is parallel to the front of the mat. Thread it under 3 times. Exhale. Inhale, lift. 2 more times. It's a rotation of the upper body. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Inhale. I hope you guys are feeling this like I am. Bring it back to forearm plank and hold. Stay there for 3. Stay here for 2. Engage your glutes, engage your belly. And 1. Knees down. Child's pose. Hips to the heels. Stretch it out. Forehead to the earth. Nice. Go ahead and flip your palms up towards the sky. And notice how that changes the stretch a bit. Good. All right. Coming into just a little bit more. Shift it forward on your forearms. Interlace the hands. Curl your toes under. It's a down dog except for on your forearms. Lift the hips. So stay there. I'm going to come up so you can hear me. This is called Dolphin Pose. It's great for strengthening our shoulders and also really stretching the shoulders. If this feels like plenty of work, you stay here. If you have it in your practice to go into an arm balance here, do it. Otherwise, we're just going to do a little bit of leg lifting. Let your head relax. Lift the right leg. Yes. And lower it down. Lift the left leg. Yeah. And lower it down. Some of you can walk your feet in closer towards your elbows. Yes. One more time. Lift the right leg. Abs stay engaged. Set it back down. One more time. Lifting the left leg. Shoulder mobility and shoulder strength. And then set it down. Nice job. Now set the knees gently on the ground. And once again, find child's pose. This time, if you want to bring your hands back towards your feet, go for it. Let your forehead rest on the ground. Massage your forehead on the ground, side to side. Open and close your mouth a few times. Release any tension you might be holding in your jaw. Good. And it's all downhill from here, yogis. Nice, yummy stretches coming up. Go ahead and walk the hands forward. I guess not all, but mostly. Walk the hands forward, find a tabletop position, which means you're on your hands and knees, all fours position. Yes. And then from here, we're going to lift your right arm up to the sky, look up at it. Exhale, thread the needle, bring your right ear to the ground. Some people like to wrap the left arm behind the back. Totally up to you. Nice. Start to push into your left hand and unwind the same way you came in. Lift the right arm back up to the sky, look up at it. Exhale, set the right hand back down. We're switching sides. Go left arm this time, look up at it. Now exhale, thread the needle. Bring your left ear, left cheek to the floor. And again, if you want to wrap the right arm behind the back, do it. And then place the right hand back down onto the ground. Unwind the same way you came in. Left arm lifts to the sky. Exhale, set the hand back down. Nice. From here, curl the toes under. Find your downward facing dog position, lifting the hips to the sky. Let's take right toes to the sky, 3-legged dog. Bend the right knee, stack your hips. Feel free to stay right here. If you'd like, for a little fun, you can flip it over and reach. Yeah. Good. Just a little bit of a fun play thing. Lift the right toes back up to the sky. Now we're coming into half pigeon. Slide the right knee behind your right wrist. Lift your chest up. Yeah, so I'll try to show this to you by backing up a little bit. Your right knee is right behind the right wrist. Lift your chest, you got it. And then exhale, melt it down. If this is super bothersome for anyone's knees or other joints, what you do is you flip onto your back and do a figure 4, just like we did standing. It's the same stretch, but without the added body weight. Now we're going to do a little bit of a longer hold in this stretch. Do your best to soften your jaw. Send fresh oxygen into your hips. Fresh blood in places that maybe have been tight, a little bit clogged. Then from there, if you're in figure 4, go ahead and take your time, come up. Everybody, let's go ahead and come up. I'm gonna move into another hip stretch. Hopefully you can hear me. I've moved back a little further away. Go ahead and sling the left leg around. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. So figure 4 position. I know I'm far away. Hopefully you can see that. If this feels like a really good stretch, stay there. If you need more, bring your chest closer towards your shin. If you still want to try on something more, bring your hips closer to your heels and stack the shins. And then walk it towards your legs. Everybody has different hip structures. So when it comes to these stretches, you might find that your body needs a unique stretch, a unique modification. Absolutely listen to that. The more you learn about these things, it's so good for your dance and your yoga practice. So just breathe into whatever hip stretch you're working with. And then let's go ahead and lift up if you're all the way down. If you're in figure 4, we're going to plant the right foot down. You can extend the left leg straight or bend it. Hug your right knee. Plant your right hand behind you. And your right arm is like a second spine. Lift up through the crown of your head. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen lower back. Exhale, twist lower back. Inhale, lengthen your middle back. And exhale, twist your middle back. Inhale, lengthen your upper back and your neck. Exhale, twist and gaze towards the back of your room with your left eyeball. Go ahead and unwind all the way. Hug the knees in toward your chest while seated. You can keep yourself in a little ball like this, or else for a little bit of ab engagement, lift into a boat pose for a moment. And then exhale, cross at your ankles, plant the hands. Bring it through a vinyasa. If you want more heat or just find down dog, here's a vinyasa. Inhale, up dog, exhale, down dog. Otherwise, now we lift our left leg to the sky. Bend the left knee, stack the hips, flip it over if you want to. So slow motion, bringing it over. Right arm lifts. Yeah. And then bring it back to 3-legged. Left toes to the sky. Slide the left knee behind your left wrist this time. Lifting your chest. Different sides can require different things. So flip onto your back for figure 4 if you need to. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, melt it down. Pigeon pose. Rest your forehead on your hand. The classic version of this posture has 50-50 weight distribution on the right hips and the left hips. You can take that information, do what you want with it, but it's your practice, your pose. You might find that you feel good things with a 60-40 distribution, etc. So change it up as you need to. If anyone's not feeling enough, crawl the left foot closer towards the top of your mat. Nice deep breaths here. This posture here requires no muscles whatsoever. So try to let yourself feel as heavy as possible and use that to stretch deeper into your muscles and even into the connective tissues. What you're feeling is incredibly uncomfortable. Your gauge for that is your breath. If you find that it's hard to even breathe, then back off a little bit, make it a little bit less intense. If you find that it's uncomfortable, but your breath is still with you, you can keep it calm. Then watch if you can sort of find waves of comfort and discomfort. Go ahead and gently make your way back up, lifting your chest, and then swing the right leg around. This time we're taking the left leg on top of the right thigh. You can either extend your right leg long or hook it around your body. Hug the left leg, place the left hand behind you like a second spine and lift up super tall. Exhale, twist through the lower back. Inhale, lengthen through the middle back. Exhale, twist through the middle back. Inhale, find more length, more space in the upper back. Exhale, twist through the upper back. Twist through your neck, gaze to the back of the house with your right eyeball. And then gently unwind. Take a gentle counter twist, actually. And bring it center, coming into a butterfly stretch. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees open up. Chest lifts here. So we're all familiar with this stretch most likely. Find something new in it. Maybe bring your heels closer to your groin or further away from your groin. That changes the nature of the stretch. You can play with that. You can also choose to take your wrists and slide them underneath your ankles. Plant the hands onto the ground and then move into this little turtle position. Bring your forehead towards your feet. Breathe here. Welcoming in the new year with open space in our body, open space in our minds. Each of us has done a lot of growing in the past year, whether we know it or not, we have. Your yoga practice helps you for even more mental training. It's like weightlifting for your mind. Finding comfort or discovery in things that are sometimes uncomfortable and sometimes difficult. We stay with our breath. We stay in the moment. Go ahead and gently release any variation you might have had there. Bring the knees together, and you can hug the knees in, wrapping your forearms around the knees. Bring your forehead to the knee. I'm going to move into a similar posture next. I'm going to give you a couple options with what you choose. So if you'd like to, you can extend the legs straight forward in front of you, wiggle the hips side to side, and do a forward bend with legs straight. If you'd like to, you can do a wide-legged straddle, taking the legs out and lifting up, and then shifting forward. I'm going to encourage you not to pull too hard in whatever one you've chosen. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Even if you bend your knees, even if you come out from your depth to get long, do that first. Now exhale, melt into it. Once again, as if you have no muscles, you're just a wet towel hanging on a hook. Nice deep breaths here. Watch the natural pacing of your breath. And then go ahead and lift up from that stretch. If it's feeling amazing, you can linger there a bit longer if you'd like. Otherwise, shake the legs in towards each other if they were open. Or else bend the knees, bring your hips closer to your heels. Hug the knees into your chest. Make sure that you have something supportive behind you, whether that's a mat or a carpet, and roll back all the way onto our back. Hugging the knees in, let's rock it out side to side. Feel your shoulders really relaxed and flat and open on the mat. Take your feet and place them flat on the floor. We're going to move into bridge pose, just one set of bridge pose. Let your hands rest by your sides and inhale, lift your hips up towards the sky. If you'd like to, you can interlace your hands in that chest expansion we did so many times today, pushing your forearms into the ground. Belly pulls in. Some yoga teachers really focus on the hamstrings being engaged in this posture. I like to work on the glutes as well, so feel the glutes engage and the hamstrings. Stay here for 3, even if it means you don't go as high, for 2. Go ahead and release the hands and lower the hips back down. Hugging the knees back into your chest. Let the knees open up towards your armpits. One knee in each hand. Rock it out side to side. Feel your back super broad on the ground. Then from there, using your peace sign fingers and your thumbs, hook around the big toes. You could also choose to capture the sides of the feet, inside or outside, and flex the toes towards the sky. Happy baby pose. You can extend the legs fully straight if you want to take a bigger stretch. Otherwise, just massage your spine here. Massage the entire back body on the floor, pressing into acupressure points in the back body. Even feel your tailbone press down. And then from there, bend the knees, hug the knees into your chest. Release the left leg long, keep the right knee in toward your armpit. Give it a nice squeeze. Wind relieving pose, they call this. Exhale, spinal twist. Drag the right knee across your body to the left and gaze to your right. Try to keep your shoulders heavy. If it's too much for your neck, you can keep your gaze to the sky. This will still give you a big spinal twist. And this is another one where you just let the body weight and gravity do the work. Feel the breath massage your body in this position. Inhale, bring the right knee back into center. Then exhale, let the left knee come up and join it. Inhale, extend the right leg back long and hug the left knee in towards your left armpit. Give it a squeeze, nice and tight, wind relieving pose, side 2. Exhale, spinal twist. Drag the left knee across the body towards your right. As you gaze to your left, chest is open. Shoulders are heavy. Perhaps they're on the ground, perhaps they're not, but you're aiming to keep them grounded. Inhale, bring the left knee back into center. Exhale, hug the right knee in to meet the left. Capture whatever you can around your shins. Maybe you can hug both elbows with your hands. Inhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders off of the floor. Touch your forehead to your knees. Take an inhale and hold it at the top. Hold for 3. Hold for 2. Exhale, final Shavasana. Let your legs extend straight. Your palms face the sky. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and then relax your shoulders back down. Your neck is long. Your palms can face up towards the sky, or else if it feels better to you can rest your hands on your belly or your chest. If your low back feels sore or tight, place the feet flat on the floor. Reconnecting to stillness. Stay there and breathe. I'm going to sit up just so that you can hear me clearly. But you can also feel free to tune me out in your Shavasana if you'd like. Feel your belly rise as you inhale and fall as you exhale. The practice of yoga, the physical practice of yoga rather, began as a tool for monks and highly spiritual people to quiet their monkey mind, to quiet the body of aches and pains, so that they could handle long periods of seated meditation or just meditation, long periods of quiet stillness, in a less distracted state. So this, yogis, is a moment of meditation. Moment of still, quiet, just watching your breath and watching your bodily sensations. If you're in a good zone and you want to stay here, go for it. If you'd like to come with me for a little breath practice called box breathing, you can listen to my voice. We're going to do 4 rounds of box breathing. 5 count inhale, 5 count held inhale, 5 count exhale. Then you'll hold the exhale out for 5 counts as well. So it's a box. If you'd like to join me, here we go. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it out, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it top, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it out, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, X, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold it out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue to breathe just normally, belly breathing, inhale, exhale. Widening the space between your eyebrows. Soften the corners of your eyes. Stay in this Shavasana as long as you need. If you feel ready to come out of your Shavasana, start to make gentle movements through your fingers and toes. Open and close your mouth a few times. Rock your head side to side. And then roll into a comfortable fetal position on your right or left bicep as a pillow. And then keep your eyes closed as you make your way up to a comfortable seated posture. Absolutely no rush to get there. You stay in Shavasana as long as necessary. When we rise up to seated, feel yourself sitting up taller than before, shoulders heavier, head lighter. Bring thumbs to your heart space. At the end of our yoga practice, we say the word Namaste. In our interpretation, that means the light and teacher within me honors the light and teacher within all of you. Thank you so much for sharing your light and your teaching with me today. Namaste.
Namaste, Elizabeth.
Namaste. Thank you guys so much. If anybody has any questions or